Alright, so we're back with another decode. Um, this one and the next two that I'm going to record are about sports players. Um, this one about one who died and the next one as well, and then the one after the next one is in connection to Odell, another scripted one-handed catch. So, uh, look out for the next videos, the next two after this. Um, but for this one, we got Ralph Neely and his death. So Ralph Neely, a former NFL player, um, for the Cowboys, died on January 5th, 2022. The date he died has numerology of 28. Um, and the word kill and Ralph, his first name, both equal 28. His birthday, September 12th, can be written 12/9, and the date he died, January 5th, 2022, typed in SO in the gematria calculator equals 129 in the most simple cipher. He died 115 days after his birthday, and of course, killing and Masonic equal 115. Um, he died, and you could also say he died a span of 116 days after his birthday. And Ralph Neely actually equals 116 in the most simple cipher. So it's like, okay. Um, Also, the Jesuit motto, Ad Miram Dei Gloriam equals 116, a motto meaning for the greater glory of God, used to justify their killings. Um, and he played 13 seasons in the NFL for Dallas, and NFL and Dallas both equal 113. And, this 13 appears in the NFL a lot. It's a very, well, in football in general, but a lot in the NFL. I've been noticing. But yeah, he played 13 seasons in the NFL for Dallas. NFL and Dallas both equal 13. Dallas also equals 41, 41, 13th prime. He was known as a All-Pro player, and All-Pro equals 74, like his last name. Neely equals 74. Football player equals 74. Dallas Cowboys equals 74. And killing equals 74. So, I mean, uh, pretty concrete there. Um, he died a span of 200, excuse me, he died a span of 251 days. Well, my voice cracked there, nice. He died a span of 251 days before his next birthday, and ritual sacrifice equals 251. He wore the number 73 while in the NFL, and sacrifice and ritual sacrifice both equal 73. So, yeah, his position was as an offensive lineman. Offensive lineman equals 83. Football equals 83. Murder equals 83. And his full name, Ralph Eugene Neely, equals 83. In addition, Ralph, Ralph Neely equals 154. And ritual sacrifice equals 154. Uh, Also, his birthday came 154 days before the next Super Bowl. And again, event he was most likely sacrificed for, as these deaths of former players or coaches around, specifically in the NFL around the time of the Super Bowl, they do get sacrificed. Their deaths aren't what the mainstream might say. Their deaths are predetermined. They're planned out. So, uh, anyways, the news of his death had a full day of circulation. So it happened on the 5th, like at night. At least in my time, right? And the news had a full day of his circulation. Or, yeah, the news of his death had a full day of it had the first full day of circulation starting on January 6th, the day after. And having said that, this date is a date with 29 and 49 numerology, connecting 29. Football equals 29, and known as an all-pro. All-pro equals 29. That's 49 numerology. NFL equals 49, and Dallas equals 49. So it's like, you see why kind of that's important too. Like, if they die, um, kind of later in the day or night, whatever time it first gets reported, it just sometimes, it doesn't get a good full day of circulation in the news. If they die a certain time, so, or they find out at a certain time, right? So, yeah, that's kind of why that matters. I mean, you see, it's concrete how it connects to the NFL and to football, NFL, and his team that he played for, Dallas. Uh, but yeah, this is how they do it. And on top of that, he died a span of 266 days before the Jesuit order's birthday. And what I mean by Jesuit order's birthday, the anniversary of their establishment date. And this connects to a Zeus hominum, Salvator, which equals 266. And this is another Jesuit motto, meaning Jesus, the Savior of mankind. Again, these scripted deaths are how they play God. Taking lives or their sport to make them, I guess, they're just egomaniacs and make them feel like they're God. Um, so that's kind of what I figure about it. And at the time of Ralph's death, we're in the time of the 266th Pope, who also plays God. Think about it. So, um, so yeah, and then on top of that, we know, how the Pope is always connected to the NFL and rituals. So, yeah, as you see here, but there will be more concrete connections with other events and deaths of people relating to the NFL. But yeah, we've seen that before, so just to back that up, and then this is like undeniable. Neely died a span of 38 weeks, of exactly 38 weeks before the Jesuit order's birthday, right? And the terms death, RIP, murder, and killing all equal 38 in the base ciphers. So, come on. Can't really deny that. And he died 223 days before the anniversary of the Society of Jesus being founded. And the terms the synagogue of Satan equals 223, as this is what the Roman Catholic Church, where the Jesuits operate out of, truly is. And then on top of that, Masonic equals 223 in Jewish gematria. So, it all goes back to the Jesuits, though, as they own the NFL, right? They might have, they got their Masonic minions out, but, ultimately, the Jesuits are at the top of the pyramid, as they own, at least that I know of, the three major sports leagues: the NFL, NBA, and MLB. Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I had to present, but here's the gematria for some of it. Yeah, that was it. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.